Hi guys, for somebody this is going to be a warning of an ex coming back. We are about to go into a Mercury retrograde. If you're new, hi, my name is Maria. I'm the trigger warning. If you're returning, hey guys, what's up? I needed to say that before anything tried to derail me from fully focusing in and aligning with that, because this energy is very deceptive. There is someone who broke up with you out of nowhere, okay? This person, it's like they not only fed on, but they amplified your fears and your stresses, your anxieties, okay? And it feels like they broke up with you out of nowhere, but it brought you like almost like this instant stability into your life. You reconnected with friends, your life, it's almost like, and life flourished for you. This person has realized this, okay? I really feel like they've realized this, and it's almost like, if that resonates, let's just, I'm not gonna say, but what does this bugaboo want to say? Because I feel like this person is very good at making you feel guilty, making you feel that you they're really good at making you question yourself, okay? They're really good at confusing you, and it's like bait and switch energy, okay? I really, honestly, if they have already come back, it almost feels like, for some of you, this is very specific, but for some of you, it's like the day they came back, something else, like much like lightning, happened that was negative as well. And the first thing that came to your mind was how this person is like, I was either one of the most recent or the most recent person you had contact with. So it's like just the fact of their energy lingering with you just from that encounter alone, or that communication alone, is revealing to you, yeah, you're not crazy. This is exactly the energy that they're still in, and this is exactly what they're going to bring to you if you engage, okay? I feel like you definitely reconnected with a lot of friends, but what does this bugaboo want to say? Because it feels like they're coming in trying to be your friend. So I feel like they're going to be coming in claiming to, claiming to have worked on feeling better about themselves and like loving themselves more. It's just like, oh, I was just always so jealous because this, that, or the other, or I always questioned you because I was just afraid that you didn't love me, because it's like they're knowing all the right things to say, right? Like they're like, oh, I just needed to work on loving myself, and it's like it's like they're trying to butter you up, right? But you can feel the true energy behind it, like the source of their energy. It's almost like it feels like some sort of desperation, or it gives me like vines trying to wrap around you and squeeze and constrict, okay? If this person has not come in yet, this is the warning for the retrograde, okay? I feel that a simple conversation with this person will, almost seemingly out of nowhere, they'll start arguing with you when you thought I'm really feeling that you think the conversation is going really well, and you're actually starting to buy into the illusion. It feels that they just got better at hiding, but their self-control is almost non-existent now. That's like, that was the price, right? Like, and so they get feisty with you, and you immediately see that same person that kicked you to the curb out of nowhere. You see that same face, you see it pop right back up, Yeah, it feels almost like they're just obsessed with you. Pride, ego. Dude, I can't make this shit up. It's difficult for me to be honest. Yeah, I'm telling you, this person probably couldn't tell the truth consistently if their life depended on it. But you've connected in with yourself. You have a different connection to your source than they do. Yeah, they're stuck, but you are not. Yeah, they're so blocked that this is them going back to familiar things. Give us some more on this, please, for those who definitely have an ex that resonates with this energy that could possibly try to come back in. This is for, if I'm telling you, if you broke up with someone and your life got better, like, you didn't break up with them, they dumped you. They dumped you out of nowhere. Like, I'm not even gonna sugarcoat that shit. Out of nowhere, they just were like, nope, don't want to do this. Okay? But then everything got better for you after that. You reconnected with, you reconnected with friends, you reconnected with yourself, maybe even, nurtured new connections or whatever, and created this new paradise for yourself, basically, in life, where you started from scratch. I'm seeing the Fool card. You gave yourself a clean slate in life after that, and we're like, all right, well, I'll keep an eye out for all the traits that I'm being accused of out of this, but I'm also going to keep an eye out of things that I know to be true, and this, that, and the other. You went in and you went in with good energy into this fresh start for yourself. And that's why your connections have been good, like reconnecting with friends and stuff. And I feel you may have had some friends that have actually even told you, it's really good to have you back around. Like, maybe you stopped having any you time. And it's like these friends are like, it's really good to have you back around. We used to hang out all the time or whatever, and I really missed that. It's like these friends are expressing, they're opening their hearts to you because they see your genuine energy. Okay, what more? What's up with the collective? Because I feel their energy feels good. Okay. It feels like you've seen what love bombing looks like. You've identified with yourself the ways where you've been one-sided, okay? It's like I feel like you've been looking yourself in the mirror, but you've also been looking like at your heart in the mirror, who you are. You've been looking at these energies in the mirror. And what does that mean to look them in the mirror? It means you're seeing yourself as yourself. I think you may even be a little selfish right now about yourself, which is, it's good. It's good, right? You can be a little self-absorbed every now and then if it's for the purposes of balance and restoration. I mean, if what you need is to be a little selfish and take a little you time, then be selfish and take a little you time. Give me some more on the collective, please. I want these. Okay. All right, what more does this want to say? Oh, this is going to be an interesting Mercury retrograde then, right? Because this really feels like somebody coming back literally just because they know they can manipulate you, and they know that they can get away with, like, annoying you or making you feel less than, and you still would, like, forgive or move past these things, right? I don't think you're doing that anymore, and I think that that's what they're going to realize when they try to play the same games, because again, this energy has not changed from when they dumped you for no reason. It was their own selfish reasons. It was them. Maybe they wanted to go, I don't know, whatever. But they have not changed. And when they come back, it's like you believe what they're saying only because they it's almost like they just get lucky, right? And this one gets past you. But it's just enough that gets past you to be enough to break down all of their defenses and put a wrench in all of their plans, right? And just basically just ruin it all for them so that the exposure happens. And they come back out with the same stuff as before, the same behaviors, right? We have investigating. So this person could already be watching you, and that's why I'm not sure if they've contacted you yet or not. We are already in the shadow energies of the retrograde right now. So it is possible that even if they have not presented themselves to you, it is possible that they may be watching, okay? Or investigating to see like what's going on with you. So they could maybe be asking people about you, and maybe the first signs of this person's approach or re-entry is going to be that you're going to hear from somebody that heard from somebody that so-and-so asked somebody else about you. And this person just so happened to be where they overheard it, and they recognized the voice and looked and saw this person, but this person did not see them. So this message is like incognito delivered to you. This person didn't have an inkling that this information was being brought to you, right? You're very protected to have the ball rolling in your favor, if you will, at this time, because it feels like the way that this person ended things was pretty messed up. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, the energy feels like it was pretty messed up. I feel like they had you feeling like it just feels like, yeah, very, very, very stressed, to like the point of disbelief where they would say stuff to you, and I feel like you probably would laugh, and I don't think they liked that, but it's like you couldn't help yourself because it was so unbelievable to you that no matter what, they're still in this same energy, and you know that you've gone above and beyond to it feels like to try and balance things or whatever, and it's still led to that breakup. And it takes the slightest little communication or even inkling of this person for all of that to come back up and be fresh in your mind. Yeah. This person wants to know if you're seeing anyone. This ex wants to know if you're seeing anybody. Investigating and private relationship. That like they want the tea. They want to know if maybe you're seeing someone that you just only your inner circle knows, which is probably why this other person found out, because there's somebody probably that's close enough to the inner circle to know, but still on the outskirts, you know what I'm saying, to where they'd have to be in a public setting. Yeah, this feels like this happens in a public setting, and they knew there was a risk of someone that knows about this relationship and how toxic this person is, basically, or selfish, because they feel very selfish, but it's selfish to the level of being very toxic, okay? It definitely feels like whoever overheard the message is somebody who respects you and disagrees with the way things played out. So it feels like they made sure that the message would reach you, even if they're not the one who directly says it to you. Oh, they might be investigating this because maybe there is someone that you If there's someone you're interested in, yeah, fight for what you love. If there's someone that you are interested in, it's like you haven't even told this person yet. Like this person doesn't even know, but this energy has low-key been secretly still attached to you, which is why they're now being drawn back to you, because the only way to siphon from you is if they physically present themselves to you again and you accept the connection, because they've been cut off. The same way they cut you off cold, God cut them off from your essence. Okay? There's going to be a lot more of that. We're going to really see a lot more of that happening. The battles are not physical anymore. They're spiritual. They are mental. They are emotional. If this is for you, okay, and it resonates so far, go ahead and hit the thumbs up button. It'll help you connect deeper into this energy and let me read better to give you more clear messages. If you're new and you like the way I read so far, go ahead and subscribe, okay? This person could have also, this could have been someone that you had affairs with. Oh, I'm not judging you, okay? This could be someone that you were single, but they were having an affair to be with you. So you were the other person, okay? But you, it's like their deception and their manipulations worked. And you were okay with that, it feels like, for a time being. But that could be one of those things that changed, and it feels like this person realized that your energy had shifted, that you didn't want to tolerate that anymore. You wanted to go public, or maybe it was you're saying, well, if you're not happy there, then you should just leave. If it's really what you're claiming, we've been together for this long, and I found out now that the truth was that you were together when we got together. Do you see the hot mess and drama that is? So this could be someone that you were involved in a private relationship with, okay? And so because of that, they're wondering if you're still doing that with someone else, because they still think of you as the person that you were when they were around, because they haven't changed. So they just assume you're still the way you were. They're so far off, they have no clue right now, okay? Claim what is yours. Yeah. You haven't even, if this is for you, you haven't even told the new person you like them yet, because this energy, the hesitation is going, you're going to know this, right, if it's for you. The hesitation you've been feeling, and like, oh, well, I don't know, I'm not sure, whatever pause you've been having, it's pulling in this energy that is in the shadows connected to you. Okay? Because they may have given you the axe, but they didn't retrieve their energy from you. They left it connected, which creates a siphon, because you're no longer connected to them. So there's no longer giving and receiving in the energetic connection. They're just siphoning because you disconnected. And I know that they feel you disconnecting, and now it's getting to the point where the siphoning, like I said, it's been cut off. God has cut this off, okay? They cannot deny what they truly want anymore. And for some reason, what they truly want is, it deals with you. It's either something you can provide for them, something about you, period. Perhaps maybe it's just your essence that they just want to embody, and they never will because they're not you. I don't know. But you're gonna have to take a stand for yourself with this energy. If you think this could be an energy that can come into you, go ahead and take a stand now before this retrograde hits, and put up wards of protection, right? Say prayers to protect you. If this energy is meant to come in, then so be it. But if it does, please let it come in where I can see things clearly, and that the truth is just clear, blunt, plain as day, right? Setting the record straight. Literally, like, you want to have that precision aim when this comes in first. Set the intention for that. So if this does happen, it won't be like that shocking energy. It feels like even the new version of them, if you will, that tries to manipulate you, I feel like it's been working with other people, but nobody else's essence has been satisfying them. There's something they want from yours. What is it? Yeah, but you see, they don't want anyone to know this attachment they have to you. Why? 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 Why do they not want anyone to know of their attachment to you? Why would that need to be a secret? Because then they'd have to admit the truth. They'd have to admit the truth that you are the one that they want. But you're not meant to be theirs. You're not meant to be. You were never meant. I don't think you were ever meant to be theirs. Even when you thought you guys were meant to be, because you committed to this relationship, it feels to me as though somewhere, somehow, you always knew that all they had was the potential. You knew they had the potential to disarm you, and it feels that in some way you want that. You want a connection with someone who can disarm you, and it's like disarm you for the right reasons, right? Like to keep you from doing something that is going to be more painful to you in the long run, or bring you more unneeded concerns and things like that. It's like they only restrain you in ways to help you and protect you. Maybe you saw that possibility in this person, because it's almost like you would say something when you first met this person, and then they would say something, oh, well, I think da 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 da, and then you would say something else, and they would alter what they said to say, yeah, but that's only if da 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 da. Right? It's like they were trying. You're seeing now all of the ways that they back then were manipulative, but you're seeing it for what it truly is. You're just like, okay, this is what they think they're doing, but I see the truth. The truth is clear. Archangel Michael has been heavy in these readings, okay? Talk to Archangel Michael if you feel called to do so. Voicing the truth is important at this time. Yeah, don't engage with this person, okay? I am strongly feeling that it is going to be important for you to not engage in private moments with this person. So, if you are called to actually communicate with them, because I know sometimes we are, right? It would probably be best for everyone involved if you would keep it to somewhere public. All right. I feel that there's something about this person's energy that is more clearly exposed when they're in public settings. Anything else for you? Let's see. Is there anything else they need to know? Is there anything else for them, please? Try not to stress about who this might be if it hasn't been made clear to you yet. It could be no one. It could just be that you need to hear something that somebody else will be going through, that you would never want to go through, and just say a prayer for anybody who does go through this, and may they have the strength to overcome whatever weaknesses this person may try to exploit, okay? And I honestly don't feel that any of you have any of the weaknesses that this person believes you to have. Keep a positive mindset. Manifest exactly what you want. Gratitude and bliss. Yes, focus on your truth of the way that you want life to seduce life and have life seduce you. If you were in a lover relationship with life itself, how would you want life to express its love, passion, and desire for you? And how would you do the same for life? Okay? And if you want to embody life as in the shape of another person, then you can do that as well. You can make the energy shift and flow as you need it to in order to embody what it is that you're feeling. Feelings are much deeper than words. Please remember that there's much more power in what we feel, which is why when we connect the heart with the mind, it's a beautiful place to be, because you don't even need to speak to do this. You can literally just sit there quietly and be thinking about things within yourself, feeling what you need to feel, thinking what you need to think, but letting all of it flow to wherever it needs to go, so that the energy just keeps, accelerating to purify what needs to be purified, remove what needs to be removed, integrate what has been arriving that is coming to replenish, restore, reinforce, strengthen. It feels like a strengthening, a fortification. Okay, you're gonna be totally fine with this connection when this person from the past comes in. Okay, I'm telling you, they're already watching you, and you might have felt this. You might, because it feels like there's a disturbance in the force. You've picked up on this. You already know this. Don't focus on it though. Just like, oh yeah, this energy's there again, and like a little gnat, just swat it away. Not right now. Go shoot gnat. Bye bug. Right? Light some sage, or I don't know, start a fire. The smoke keeps the bugs away, as they say. Just focus on the truth and on the fact that you don't have to argue with anyone. You don't have to engage in arguing with anyone who wants to argue with you. You don't have to explain, right? That you just being is more than enough. And all this person, it feels like all they want to come and do is, I think you made this person feel good. I think you made them feel like $1 million, okay? I think that you tolerated a lot. You forgave a lot. You you may have even changed quite a bit, because I did pick up on somebody who had lost contact with people that they were very close with and spent time with regularly. Okay, so it was swords energy, so this wasn't super recent, but it wasn't that long ago. This is going to be, I don't even want to say at most weeks ago, but definitely not months. So this is a pretty recent ex, and I'm not even kidding. This reading is not for you if you don't believe it's possible that your whole life can change in the blink of an eye, because I feel like for you, it's almost like the very next day after this person dumped you, it feels like already you saw beautiful things starting to happen in your life that came out of nowhere. Like maybe that day you literally ran into someone whose number you didn't even have. Maybe they deleted any accounts that you had contact with them with. Maybe you never had their email or something like that, right? Like it's just someone that you had no means of knowing where they were or anything, and bam, you run into them on the street, right? And now you know how to get in touch with them because you've exchanged that information. It's things like that that began to happen to you the moment this person tossed you to the side, because little did they know that there's a very, very, very limited grace period for them to turn from the path that they had chosen, that they knew was hurtful to everyone around them. And now with this return energy, I honestly don't think you're going to spend too much time with this person. Let's see what your initial feelings, if you come into contact with this person, will be. You're going to open up. You're going to open up emotionally and tell them how you really feel, like from the bottom of your heart. I feel that for a lot of it, that's what they're going to try to play on. They're like, oh, look, yeah, this person's putty in my hands. They're telling me everything. They're expressing, oh, I knew that when I did this, that, or the other, it bothered them. I knew that when I said this, that this is what they must have thought. Because it's like you're giving them information that from stuff from the past that they were clueless about, but it's like stuff that God purposely allowed their ego to be right about. Just so it's like a honeypot, okay? Just so that they would get caught. It's funny because you're gonna feel like this person, as like crazy as they still are to you, I feel like you're gonna be so lighthearted about this, because you're going to feel that, you know what, this was actually exactly what I needed. Man, this gave me so much more clarity than anything else I could have received, right? It's a good thing. It's a good thing. So don't fear Mercury retrogrades and exes coming back, okay? Yeah, sure, people can come back. They can talk to you. They can say whatever they want. But if anything within you feels uncomfortable or feels heavy or feels like something just isn't quite right, even if you don't know what it is, you can still pull your energy back and say, you know, it was nice reconnecting with you, but in all honesty, I just don't feel that we should continue communication. I wish you well on your journey, and that's that. You don't need to explain that. You don't need to give them your phone number. You don't need to give them your socials if you have them. Your onlines, not your socials, because, you know, social security cards are a thing where I'm from. You don't have to give them anything. You don't have to, well, would I if I ever want to say hey again? Would you come here often to this same place? Like, don't give them anything. Just literally just walk away if you have to. There's a big need to not engage, okay? Don't engage. Don't engage. Right. Your confidence needs to be at a level where you don't feel the need to engage for the next leg of your journey that you're moving your life into right now. You need to be able to do things like just walk away without comforts, without closure, and without giving explanations. Okay? You just need to be okay with walking away from whatever it is. Because when you don't do that, it disconnects you further from yourself, and that just brings delays, all right? All right, so for whoever that was for, I wish you the best of luck. Mercury retrograde is going to be here pretty soon. So just keep yourself grounded, okay? Keep yourself open to receiving clarity and truth. And I promise you, nothing that they try, none of their deceptions will work. And even the ones that do will very, 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 very quickly be revealed to you. This person could do with a nice little reality check, and the universe has got something planned. So don't engage with them, okay? Just if they want to go off, let them go off, and still just walk away if you feel called to. You literally owe no one explanations for anything you do or how you feel, nothing like that. Nothing, okay? You're under no obligation to anyone to sit there and explain yourself. God gives you permission to just walk the fuck away and ignore them, okay? All right. If this resonated, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. If you're new and you like the way that I read, go ahead and subscribe. You'll need to hit the notification bell so that you can see when I upload videos if you're watching this on an app. If you're watching it on the actual internet, I don't know how that works, but I think they send emails as well. I don't know, but whatever. You don't have to. Do whatever you feel like doing. Follow your own heart, okay? This person that's coming back, this ex, for whoever this reading is for, this person liked to manipulate you. They liked to play on your feelings. They liked to let you rip your own chest open and show them your heart and how it was beating for them, so that they could then take and use what they gathered from the love you poured out to twist it and bring you, like manipulate and control you and use you. And it feels like it was in very deceptive ways, right? Like they would use sex as a weapon, or they would just because they didn't like something, not necessarily because there's anything wrong with whatever it was you were doing or saying or participating in or whatever, but just because they could, because they didn't like it and they didn't want you to. Maybe they felt you're too happy doing that versus when you're with them, and so they were jealous. I don't know. But they would use your love for them to make you feel guilty, to make you feel like you needed to compromise or change, and you were just bent all out of shape with this person. I feel like you felt very stressed out, and I feel that when this relationship ended, though you were alone and there may have been some, sadness there from the loss, I do feel that overall you, I feel that now you realize that your eyes were open to a lot of things, and the shifts from those revelations are still falling into place right now. Again, don't engage in arguing. Don't engage in arguing, okay? Just pull back. You don't have to explain things. Keep your thoughts to yourself. You don't want to give anything away. You don't want to even give any sort of opening, period. The less you connect, the less you'll have to clear when you decide to disengage from this energy again, because I really do not see you remaining connected to this energy. I see this person going off, losing their shit, starting to get loud or curse or be blatantly manipulative or something like that. It's just something, it's like you catch them in something and they go off, right? Even more, because it feels like the initial time they go off is because of something you didn't catch. But there's so much more that they've hidden that you didn't realize that they were hiding, that was already irritating the crap out of them. It feels like they weren't having their way with you fast enough. And they don't like that. They wanted to come back and not have to put forth any effort. They wanted you, it's like they expected you to just leap back into the role you once played. And I don't see you doing that. I don't see you do that. Yeah, no. This energy is, they're not going to be allowed to do this to anyone anymore. If they ever try, it doesn't matter that it's with somebody else. I see them being exposed. So you may even further down the road, you may even hear about something like that being exposed pertaining to somebody, okay? But that's your Mercury retrograde warning for whoever actually has an ex coming back in. I'm going to upload this one, and then I'm going to do one for other people. We'll see what could possibly be coming in with this Mercury retrograde, okay? So yeah, that's all I've got for this one. Good luck to whoever this is, that this is an ex coming back. It's all right. It's just going to empower you. And it is going to clarify some things where you're like, no, maybe I'm just being proud or being this or being that. It's like you're questioning yourself and like judging yourself, and God's going to come in and be like, no, 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 no. You're right. You're right, my child. Like, I'm going to show you here, okay? All right. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.